It's 8 o'clock in the morning. It's the 6th day of April 2022. It's 56 degrees and sunny here in Ventura County, or a small island off the coast of Costa Rica, depending on where you think I live. It is I, the OGGM, your guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, weather, sports, and general internet nonsense, broadcasting from the brand new studio at Site B. Ooh, boogie, boogie, boogie. And I believe it is Wednesday, which means it's time to take a look at what's going on in the world of tabletop role-playing game print product placement pondering people. Okay, so yes, the G.I. Joe role-playing game from Essence D20/Hasbro is out. And, you know, G.I. Joe, got to use that picture because it's easily recognizable. G.I. Joe, a real American hero. I was told it was out last week, but it's showing that it was out this week. So maybe it was available last week for pre-orders for people who kickstarted it or ordered it online. And then this week for your friendly local game store will have it. That's Dream World Collectibles here in Ventura, California. Okay, so yes, that's out. And the G.I. Joe role-playing game from Essence D20/Renegade Press/Hasbro is $55. It's using the Essence D20 system. The first Essence D20 Power Rangers did not meet up to the expectations, sadly. The reviews were mixed. Mostly it felt very familiar. A lot of good ideas in a really badly written, badly edited game. There was obvious rule mistakes, obvious spelling mistakes, obvious grammar mistakes. It was just printed badly, edited badly, which is a shame, but because, you know, I love Power Rangers, I was really excited about this game. I was so excited I started writing my own Sentai-themed game, even though I'm sure there probably are some. So, yeah, now for I didn't think Power Rangers would work in D20 class-based anyways. G.I. Joe, on the other hand, seems to be perfect for D20 class-based, whatever Essence D20 is. So maybe this one will not have the issues that the other one have. Anyways, G.I. Joe, the role-playing game from Renegade Studios, $55, is available at your friendly local game store. That's Dreamworld Collectibles here in Ventura. From Free League Publishing, we have the One Ring 2E RPG starter set for the One Ring role-playing game for $50 from Free League. So this is their take on the One Ring role-playing game, which is a course set in the world of J.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth. Takes place between the time period when Bilbo got home and the events of the Lord of the Rings began. So that's a huge time gap. If I remember correctly, it's like 75 years. So yeah, there's a lot of adventuring you could do in the time between Bilbo getting home and the Lord of the Rings and Frodo leaving. Now, the box set contains a 24-page condensed rules, 52-page guide to the Shire, 32-page adventure book, a bunch of pre-generated characters, a double-sided map, some cards, some dice. We know that Free League loves their cards and dice, so it's $50 for this. If you want to get a starter set, as opposed to the regular, just get the book of the One Ring. You don't get all the bells and whistles and maps, but you get the complete rules and their guide to Middle-earth. And so, yeah, it just depends. Anyways, I've heard good things about it. I've heard it's great. I haven't heard anything bad about the One Ring, so it might be worth it. From Kobold Press, we have Warlock Lairs Into the Wilds. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition hardcover adventure supplement for $30 with a whole bunch of wilderness type-based adventures. I was just talking about Kobold Press yesterday. Somebody was talking about 5e and 5e adventures and trying to find adventures that fit the game he wanted to run using 5e. And I said, you know, there's a lot of amazing stuff, third-party stuff that's as good or better than anything Wizards of the Coast has made. This also goes back to the whole argument over Vault of the Abomination Maker that Pazio made for 5e and whether that's a threat to 5e or if Wizards of the Coast needs to address it. And again, The third-party stuff is as good or better than anything Wizards of the Coast has put out for 5e. So really, I would say take a look, because, yeah, I mean, especially the Kobold Press stuff. The Kobold Press stuff for 5e is amazing, and they've been making it pretty much since day one. So, yeah, take a look. From Chaosium, we have Keeper Tips, a Call of Cthulhu 128-page hardcover GM advice book for how to run Call of Cthulhu. It's $18. Yeah, so there you go. If you want a guide to how to run Call of Cthulhu. From Skeeter Green Publishing, we have Crypt of the Science Wizard for 5e, Crypt of the Science Wizard for Swords and Wizardry, and Crypt of the Science Wizards for Dungeon Crawl Classic. These are fantasy adventure supplements for the 3 games that I just mentioned: Dungeons & Dragons 5e, Swords and Wizardry, and Dungeon Crawl Classics. It's $20 for the soft cover, $50 for the hardcover. This is a adventure called the Crypt of the Science Wizard. So, happy mixture of fantasy and sci-fi. Think Expedition to the Barrier Peaks, or what Dungeons & Crawl Classic is famous for. So, yeah, if you want to get this amazing adventure for 5e, or Swords and Wizardry, which is OSR, or Dungeon Crawl Classic, which is a great game, here you go. This is available for $50 for the hardcover or $20 for the softcover. Get the softcover. From Skeeter Green Publishing, we have The Valley Out of Time Dino Grindhorse Edition, The Valley Out of Time Dino Grindhorse Edition for DCC, and the Valley Out of Time Dino Grindhorse Edition for Swords and Wizardry. This is a softcover adventure for $10. It's a series of zine-sized adventures where a valley is filled with dinosaurs, I guess. You can never go wrong with dinosaurs, and you can never go wrong with something called Dino Grindhouse Edition, so it's worth it just for the name. From Skeeter Green Publishing, we have Crypto Codex hardcover and Crypto Codex softcover. This is a Dungeon Crawl Classic supplement. It's $49 for the $50 for the hardcover. Man, my brain is not working today. It is a little cold. From Skeeter Green Publishing, we have Crypto Codex hardcover and Crypto Codex softcover. It's $50 for the hardcover, $20 for the softcover, a bunch of monsters for Dungeon Crawl Classic. From Planet X Games, we have Jungle Tomb of the Mummy Bride for hardcover and Jungle Tomb of the Mummy Bride softcover for Dungeon Crawl Classics. A lot of Dungeon Crawl Classic love this week. Wow. Is DCC finally going to get its time in the sun? Because it is a great game. I mean, if you love Appendix N, if you love random tables, if you love just wacky gonzo, slightly overcomplicated gaming, yeah, this is amazing. It's $50 for the hardcover, $40 for the softcover. It's an adventure set in the jungle where you fight a mummy. I mean, what can go wrong with that? All my favorite things. Mummies, jungle. And in case you didn't hear me talk about it at the beginning, Renegade Studios' G.I. Joe RPG is out. Coyote and Crow is available. This is a $50 hardcover rulebook. We've heard a lot about this, a lot of good things about it. It was nominated for a Nebula Award. So since this is the set in the alternate future where colonization of America never happened. So, alternate history, alternate future, alternate America kind of stuff. So, it got nominated for a Nebula Award. It's worth checking out. High hopes for G.I. Joe. Hopefully they fixed all the mistakes they made with Power Rangers. Also, not necessarily available at your friendly local game store, but we do have 2 other products that have come across that I should toss out. First, we have the augmented tabletop role-playing game platform called Arcana from Joe Manganiello and other companies. This is from the Miroscape. Miroscape is an augmented reality company which includes actor Joe Manganiello. They have made a virtual augmented reality app that you can use on your apps and phones and tablets and whatever else. So you download the app, which I'm sure there's a cost for. You build a map in the app, and then you hold the digital device of choice, be it tablet, phone, over your table. And when you look through the app that's on the screen of your phone, you will see the map that the DM designed, projected in augmented reality on the table, as long as you're looking through the screen. Of course, if you don't look through the screen, you just see a table. So somebody goes through all the trouble of building it, using all the tools in the app, and everybody else at the table is looking at the app, seeing what the DM built. Nobody's actually looking at each other. Nobody's actually looking at the table. I hope it also holds character sheets and dice rolls. So there's no actual interaction because everybody's too busy looking at their phone or tablet. For the amount of time, energy, and money it would take you to do this, you could just get a big piece of paper and draw it and put it on your table. So my opinion of that is, we also have something called the Guide to Glamour. This is something about a game called Lunar Empire, and it's all about, I guess, role-playing and production art and design and stuff like that. And the cover features art of individuals who look a lot like Danny DeVito and Elvis. Other than that, we don't have a lot of information on it. I guess it's a source book for this person's world. And what is this? Apparently somebody compared the Dune Adventures in the Imperium role-playing game to D&D, and their conclusion was Dune Adventures in the Imperium was not D&D. And somebody got paid for that. Somebody got paid to read both books and come to the conclusion that Dune, a 2d20 system from Modifius, is not Dungeons & Dragons, a 1d20 game from Wizards of the Coast. Got paid to do that. I would have done that for free. Are they the same game? No. Okay, answer solved. That's about it going on in the tabletop role-playing game printed product placement of Pondering. My vote for this week, other than tentative about G.I. Joe, considering how bad Power Rangers was. Lot of love for DCC this week. Might be time to look at DCC again, but obviously my vote for the week is going to go to One Ring because, one, it's Middle-earth, two, it's Free League. Can't go wrong. Though I was disappointed with the last Free League publishing starter set I got. Turned around and just got the whole book. So, I don't know. I'd have to see it. But right now it's my nominee. That's it. If you appreciate this content that's coming out of my mouth, let me know. If you don't appreciate this content that's coming out of my mouth, let me know because I can't fix it if you don't tell me what's broken. If you're feeling generous, consider subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, it doesn't cost you anything and it helps me out a lot. If you were a G.I. Joe individual, what would your name be? Would it be like Roadblock, Popcorn, Scalp Hunter, Trash Taker, Sandwich Maker? I'd probably be Sandwich Maker. That would probably be my G.I. Joe code name, Sandwich Maker. While the rest of the Joes are out risking life and limb, he stays back and makes sandwiches, and eats them, and laughs at the rest of his teammates because of their dumb names. Yeah, that would be my G.I. Joe code name. G.I. Joe, GM, a real OGM. OGM is there. See you next time.